She was a princess abandoned by the underworld. To escape her mother's remarriage, she spent her days lost in ancient dark fairy tales, longing to one day return to the underground kingdom. But just as she and her mother were traveling to join her stepfather, a small stone she picked up without thinking unexpectedly awakened a fairy that had been waiting for ages. It stretched its limbs and fluttered into the air, leaving Leah completely mesmerized.
Ophelia.
Her mother came over and urged Leah to keep moving. But after the carriage set off again, the bug that had just flown away followed right behind. When night fell, it quietly crawled onto Leah's bed. Leah wasn't scared at all when she saw it. Instead, she curiously asked if it was really a fairy. As she spoke, she picked up the fairy tale book by her pillow and showed it. Before Leah's shocked eyes, the bug followed the image in the book and actually transformed into a tiny winged person. It flew in front of the girl and gestured with its hands, signaling her to enter the ancient maze beside the military camp. Inside the maze, the paths were tangled and confusing. Guided by faint moonlight and the fairy's directions, Leah made her way to the center of the maze. She climbed down a long ladder where a mysterious creature was waiting for her. He had the horns of a goat and the limbs of a human. His skin was rough and his transparent glass-like eyes seemed to see straight through the soul. He claimed to be Pan, the god of legend, and called Leah Princess Moana. Leah was deeply confused. Her biological father was clearly just a tailor, so she couldn't understand why he would call her that.
No sois hija de hombre. La luna os engendró.
It turned out Leah was originally the daughter of the underground king. Because she yearned for the human world, she fled the palace. The blinding sunlight erased her memories and her soul became forever trapped in a mortal body. If she wished to return to the eternal, worry-free underground kingdom, she had to, before the full moon, complete 3 tasks to prove she had not been corrupted by the filth of the human world. With that, Pan handed Leah a blank book of heaven. He told her to open it when she was alone, and the instructions for the tasks would appear on their own. When Leah returned to her room and opened the ancient book, she indeed saw words and images slowly appearing on the pages. The first task was clearly revealed before her. She was to go to a dead fig tree deep in the forest and find a giant toad lurking at its roots. The toad had been feeding on the tree's life force, causing it to wither and die. Leah had to make it swallow 3 magic stones, then retrieve a golden key from its belly. Early the next morning, Leah took the ancient book and the magic stones Pan had given her, and found the dead fig tree in the forest. There was a pitch black hole at the roots, releasing a damp, rotten stench. So she wouldn't dirty the dress her mother had just made, Leah took off her outer clothes and hung them on a nearby branch. Then she took a deep breath and crawled into the hole. Inside, it was dark and damp, mixed with thick, sticky slime. She crawled deeper into the cave and finally saw the giant toad. Its body was larger than a bull. Leah accused it of hiding there and destroying the tree's life. But the toad didn't care at all and even provocatively swallowed the bug off her face. Even though Leah was terrified inside, she forced herself to stay calm. She mixed the magic stones with the bug to lure the toad into swallowing them. Soon, the toad vomited up a large mass of sticky sludge, and the long-sought golden key appeared right before her eyes. The first task to return to the underground kingdom was complete. Late at night, when all was quiet, Leah quietly returned to the center of the maze and handed the golden key to Pan. But Pan told her to keep it herself because it would be needed for the second task. Then he gave Leah a piece of magical chalk, urging her to complete the second task before the full moon. And with excitement, Leah set off on her next adventure.